First, we've got a fashion-filled hour for you, starting with our first guest, who has proven that this series that we launched in season 1 of our show, that this series has an impact. So here we go. Back in February, KDaniels was one of our up-and-coming designers. She's from Dallas, Texas. She wowed the Tam fam with her stunning looks and certainly created a fashion moment with the dress or the pant and shirt that she committed and created for me. People still ask me about this look. Kay was determined not to give up on her fashion dreams despite the challenges and even moments that we all have of self-doubt. Take a look.
You know, you go through those moments where it's like, can I really do this? Is this really for me? Oh. You know, and I battled with it for years, but I've been at this for like, it'll be 12 years this year, so.
12 years.
Yeah.
Listen, Kay's determination to make her mark on the fashion industry has never wavered. Her triumphant moment on our show, just the beginning of what was an incredible year. She competed against 10 other aspiring fashion designers in Hulu's reality series, Dress My Tour. The series follows 11 fashion designers on their journey to create pieces for some of the biggest names in music. Toni Braxton, Paula Abdul, JoJo Siwa, just to name a few. Take a look.
I'm definitely getting ready to take a risk, for sure. But I feel like it's just one of those things where if you don't take no risks, then you're being too safe. And one thing I don't want to be known for on here is being too safe.
She didn't play it safe, and that's why she won the competition. She won the whole thing and took home $100,000 prize. Tam fam, give it up for our up-and-coming designer series who went on to do the thing. KDaniels! Listen, you're giving Eartha Kitt meets Halle Berry. I love this look.
Thank you.
I love it. You know, I was watching the series when you won and they announced your name and you fell to the ground.
Yes.
And it just brought such tears to my eyes to see it because you talked to us about working at this for years, 12 years, and wanting to give up, but you kept going. Look at, this was,
Ooh, no, I'm gonna cry.
That's gratitude. Take me to that moment.
So, at that time, it was like everything that we had been working hard for that whole time. And I'm like, Lord, like, please, if they don't say my name. But it was, I had a journey throughout that show. Like, if you watch it and go throughout the whole season, like, I had so many ups and downs where I thought I was finna go home.
What was the hardest part? What was the lowest point, I should say?
The lowest point was around, I think, episode 3. We had Coi Leray on, and literally, I barely finished my look. It was breaking apart before the runway. Like, I was like, oh, Lord, they finna send me home after all of this. So, and it just broke down because it brought me back to those times where I go into immediate failure and feel like, dang, like I failed. And that moment really took a toll on me all in that moment. And
well, you talked to us about that because I think a lot of people, why folks rooted for you for many reasons, but it takes a lot to admit that you have a fear of failure. We always try to pretend, okay, I got this, and I put it on my vision board, and I knew it was going to happen. But in truth, there are nights you lay in bed and you can't sleep.
Yeah.
Because you don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah.
And you don't question God, but sometimes you do wonder.
Yeah.
When are you going? Did you forget about me? Because I'm over here.
Did I hear you right?
Did I hear you? That's a natural thing.
Yeah.
And people, so with fashion, you just kept doing it, right?
Yeah.
12 years, and you were doing other things to make ends meet.
At the car dealership, registering contracts, Ubering, delivering y'all food. Sure was. Up until recently, because
you were delivering Uber Eats up until recently. And then, so you go from delivering Uber Eats to encountering one of the biggest celebrities in the world, known for her voice and her fashion.
Yes.
Take a look.
Okay, let me breathe first. Breathe again. I'm trying to breathe. When I think about Toni, I think about a legend, somebody that is a pinnacle in our culture. So my idea was to make a moving statue that we can remember forever.
there you were. I mean, anything Toni Braxton wears is stunning, but when you create something, like you said, that captures what she represents for culture, for women, for strength, that's a big moment.
Yes, yes, and you know.
You can clap for that.
You know, because it's bigger than the clothes. Like the clothes.
It's bigger than the clothes.
Yeah, they're supposed to tell a story. So it's like, number one, how can I put me in this? But how can I make sure that I'm standing out above everybody else and getting her essence?
Wow.
So I just wanted her to feel special that day. I'm like, a lot of times people don't get their flowers till they're gone. I'm like, today you gonna know.
You gonna know. All right, so since we last saw you, you've dressed our friend KMichelle.
Yes, my girl.
For her tour this past spring.
Yes.
So it's all. It seems like it's all happening.
It's all happening. It's all happening. I love KMichelle. We had so much fun. She let me be creative, do what I wanted to do, as long as I stuck in her parameters.
But that's a big part of it. As a designer, especially when you're creating one-of-a-kind looks, people have their comfort zone. Like, I am out of my comfort zone, but I'm rocking this outfit for our designer. Because he put the blood, sweat, and tears in it. Coming up, KDaniels is not going anywhere because among all the other things that are happening, she had her very first New York Fashion Week show. We're going to take you behind the scenes. We'll be right back.
So hey Tam fam, I'm here backstage for New York Fashion Week. I really wanted to have fun with this collection. This is like a moment that I feel like every designer dreams about. But I'm also like nervous and scared. I'm putting my work, my creativity on the runway and you don't know how it's gonna be received. Enjoy the show. First New York Fashion Week show, and it's a wrap!
We're back with up-and-coming fashion designer KDaniels, who 7 months ago was featured on this show, showing her creative talents to all of our Tam fam. So, Kate, you're back here. This is from your collection.
Yes.
Can you get up and show us this look? Tell us a little bit about this one. So, what was the inspiration from this collection?
I mainly wanted to go subtle colors, black. I normally don't. I like vibrance, prints. So, wow moments for sure. Each one gonna have a wow piece in it.
You said that on the show. You want people when they walk out for us to say, wow.
Yeah, and just letting my mind run free. I didn't want to give myself parameters, just whatever I felt like making, I just did.
So you got the $100,000.
I did.
So, you know, you get the prize money, $100,000. I'm sure there are a lot of decisions because you're like, okay, I got some bills that I got to catch up on. That's real talk, but I also want to invest in my brand. And we talked a lot about it on this show, and Andre Leon Talley, when he was here, my dear friend, he talked a lot about great designers, but it's also a business. And if you don't understand the business of it, people will take advantage of you. You will lose your investment, and then it'll feel like it wasn't worth it. So what have you done to try to understand the business?
So my main thing after I got my debt paid off was working on building my team. I felt like that was very important. I actually talked about that last time I was here, which I knew that I needed a team. It's been me this whole time. So I'm like, if I got to spend the last dollar to get my team together, that's what I'm going to do. So,
because you make everything. She goes, she gets the fabric. When you are starting out, this is all you. And you have but so many hours in a day, and you're doing a whole collection, so you got the team.
Yes. So that was my main thing, and helping like with marketing, stuff like that, because I felt like I knew I had the talent. I know I needed the exposure. So I'm like, that was my focus with the money. I'm like, forget about me. Let's get this done.
Let's get this done.
Yeah, let's do this.
So how do you describe things now? Because you've had Hulu show, you've had the runway, you've been here. What's the next step?
You know, Tamron, people ask me this, and I'm like, wherever God leads me. I don't really have a plan. I'm just like, Lord, wherever you say I'm gonna go tomorrow, that's where I'm gonna go. So I feel like I need a more like demure answer, but
No, you're keeping it honest.
Yes.
Very cutesy and honest. I
Yes.
like that because it is not a straight, life is not a straight line. You don't
Yeah.
say, okay, suddenly now this is exactly where I'm going to be. Are you working on your
Exactly.
next collection? How soon do you start working out in advance?
right now I'm still focusing on this one
Right.
because I just made that like a week before the show. So I'm gonna try to push this first. But no, we're working to get me back in February. So soon
back
we'll be
February
back.
Fashion Week?
Yeah, so
Well, listen, we are absolutely rooting for you. Do you have
you.
any advice for up-and-coming fashion designers out there?
I feel like encourage yourself, keep yourself going. You know, you may not have people around you that see the vision, but as long as you do, and as long as you can see it, you can reach it. You just can't give up because you'll give up right before.
Yeah.
Then it's like, if I would have gave up, all of this stuff I would have missed.
I think that
So,
applies to so many things
Yeah.
in life because so often other people around you don't get the vision, but you
Yeah.
do. And I've talked to people, they literally give up right when
before.
it was there.
Yeah.
And I think that's something we can all think about today. Well, we're so proud of you.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see what's next. Check out Kay on Hulu's Dress My Tour is streaming now. And you can keep up with Kay and her designs at KDaniels Designs on Instagram.